You know what I saw the other day? There was a study, a scientific study that said that dogs were smarter than cats. Dogs were smarter because they had more neurons. Ivan, come in the video. Get in the video.
Okay.
Come here. Do you think that dogs are smarter than cats, or that cats are smarter than dogs?
Yeah.
Which one do you think is the smartest?
Well, I think they're both as smart.
You do?
Yeah, because if he thinks cats are smart, I think that's just wrong. That's just how shows go.
Yeah, well, you know what I think? I think that our dogs, our personal pet dogs, are a little bit stupider than our cats. Maybe some dogs are smarter than cats, but I think our dogs are not that smart.
No, Luna is really smart, Mom.
She is, but
Yeah,
sometimes
no,
she does
Mom.
dumb things, and so does
No,
Goldie.
Mom, Luna knows how to take collars off.
She does?
She's obviously not stupid.
No, they're not stupid. They're all smart, but our dogs do dumb things.
Like Luna's. Sorry to say, Goldie, but Luna's a little more smarter than her.
You think? But we went to Mimi's lake house, and Goldie was good. We had these tie-out things where they were tied to these things so they couldn't get away because she didn't have a fence. But Luna would like go around and around and around and get herself tangled up. But Goldie never did that. So in that case, Goldie was the smart one, right? Because Luna kept doing that over and over again. And it was even a thing that was supposed to not get tangled up, but then she kept getting tangled up anyway. It's weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my dogs and my cats, and we're going to figure out who's the smartest. And then if you have dogs or cats, you can tell me whether you think dogs or cats are smarter. What do you think smarter, Rowan? Or do you not know?
I don't know.
But see, they said
Smarter than me.
You think dogs are smarter than you?
Yeah.
Well, they said that dogs had twice as many neurons in their brain, which might make them twice as smart. But I just don't think that's true. I am just saying that
they're smarter than a sense of smell. I bet dolphins.
Yeah, they have a sense of smell.
I bet some dolphins are smarter than us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really?
They have small brains, but their noses.
Granddad thinks that small dogs are stupider than big dogs because they have littler brains. Do you think that's true, Anya? No. Alright, well, we're going to go through and we're going to show you stuff that they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is my backyard or side yard or whatever you want to call it. I have a nice little gazebo looking thing there that if you go under it and sit in that chair or sit over there, it's dry. See, the rain doesn't go under there. But my stupid idiot dogs, I mean, I love them, but, you know, this is where they go. They go under there when it rains. If it starts sprinkling, they go under there. And as you can see, there's water under there. Goldie is still under there. Luna came out, but Goldie is still under there. If she doesn't come out soon, I'm going to have to go drag her muddy butt out of there. And so I really don't understand why they say cats are not as smart as dogs, because a cat would never do that. A cat would never do that. Look, there she is. Come on, Goldie. You see her nose? Goldie, come on. I'll give you puppy treats. Come on, Goldie. Goldie. Puppy treats. Come on. You're in a river. Goldie. Come on, Goldie. Yeah, she's too scared to come out to get a little bit of sprinkles on her. Yet she'll sit there in that water. Like, what? Are you kidding me? Come on, Goldie. Goldie, come on, puppy treats. Puppy treats. They're so smart. Dogs are like so smart. Maybe it's just my dog. Maybe my dog's just not that smart. I don't know. Oh, here she comes. Come on, Goldie. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Goldie. Puppy treats. Puppy treats. Come on. It's gonna get worse. I mean, maybe it won't. Maybe it's stopping. Come on, Goldie. Look at Luna. She came in and she went in her crate to get a puppy treat. She's a good dog. She is a good dog, but she does dumb things too sometimes, doesn't she? Yes, you do. Goldie! Goldie, come on. Come on, Goldie. Come on. Puppy treats. Puppy treats. Nope, she won't do it. She's just gonna cry under there and not come out. Come on. Come on. Come on, Goldie. I guess I'm gonna have to turn this off for a second and go help her because she's not gonna do it by herself. She's too scared. All right, now Goldie's in here because I literally had to drag her out of that place that she was in under there. I had to drag her out. She got wet and muddy. I had to even take treats out there. Look at the mud. I had to bribe her out with treats. Look at the mud. And then she stood right there and she shook. She shook her muddy body and she made it really messy in here. Look at all that mud. Congratulations, Goldie. You're out. You're out from under the porch. You could have just sat on the dry part until I let you in. See, I was taking a bath, so it started raining and they went under there. So instead of going under that porch, they went under, like literally under the porch instead of where you're supposed to go. I just don't get it. This is dumb. This is a very dumb thing to do. This is Baby Kitty. His real name is Angelo, but I call him Baby Kitty. He's 18 years old. And you know what he can do? He used to go on walks with us outside, and he would actually stay to the side to avoid cars, and when he had to cross the street, he would look both ways. I mean, I think that's pretty smart. He knows what cars are. He knows to look both ways. You know, I have had cats before that got run over, so maybe those cats weren't as smart as him, but I think since he's so old and he's lived so long, that must have to do with him being maybe smarter than average. I don't know. But I think to survive that long, cats have to be pretty smart. He's tired, see? His eyes are barely open. He just looks pretty smart, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like he's smart, like he's thinking something deep? Like he's thinking about, like, the, you know, the origins of the universe and stuff like that. Like he could, like, write a scientific study on, like, the Big Bang or something. He looks like he knows, doesn't he? What do you think? So here are the dogs right here in their crate. Usually, you know, they'll play in the house sometimes, but they sleep in there. They like to sleep in there because I don't trust them that much. They took a poo in there last night. Like, they know they're supposed to go outside, but for some reason they decided to go in there. Silly. Cats wouldn't do something like that. But see, I got them this little contraption. It's a puppy pad machine, and I put a puppy pad on it so that they would, if it was ever raining or something, that they could go on there if they were stuck inside. But one time, it was in the morning, I woke up, I opened the door like this. I opened the door, and it was sprinkling out there. It was sprinkling. And so, I had this thing, but Luna, this little girl right here, this little skinny girl right here, instead of going either outside or on that puppy pad, she knows what a puppy pad is, she decides to go run over to this rug and pee on it. Because to Luna, that's the same thing as grass. It's something soft and I don't know. I cleaned it. This was a while back. But she thinks that a rug is the same as grass.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's
Luna's
stupid.
smart enough to take off a Velcro and a thing that you have to snap together. She knows
No,
how
she
to-
didn't know how to take it off.
Yeah, she took.
There was another one. There was another collar
Yeah, that's-
that she took off. And I'm going to show everybody what that collar is if they haven't seen it already. Because they want to go outside and play. So let's...
Somehow.
Yeah.
She broke. This
That's her collar.
She broke this.
She popped it. It's a blow-up collar, but it still kind of blows up. But let's take the dogs outside, and then we'll show everybody what they do
Yeah, see,
outside.
this is what she did. See that? It's
No,
a.
she didn't do that. Woohoo! So now we're in the yard, and Ivan is jumping on our trampoline. And there's the dogs. Hello, dogs! And so that collar prevents Luna from sneaking out of these small spaces that we have, little gaps, because she's so skinny. Now, if you look at her over here, see that gap right there? If Luna doesn't have that collar on, she can get right through that gap because she's so little. But she didn't figure that out on her own. She didn't figure out how to get out on her own, because when we first got this fence, she couldn't get through. But then you know what happened, Goldie? She saw the cats do it. She saw, you know how cats can kind of slink more than dogs? They slink through things. So the cats, it took them a little while to figure out that they could get through it, but they slunk right through there. See how it's a little bigger at the bottom? They figured out how to slink right through. And then when Luna saw that, where did you go, Luna? There she is. When Luna saw that, she figured out that she could do it too. And so I had to get her that collar so it would make her bigger. You're gonna do a flip? Okay. Woohoo! That was good. And so Luna, while she's smart to watch the cats and figure out how to do that, the fact is that the cats were the first ones to figure it out. So that's 1 point for the cats. Now the thing about Luna is, even if she doesn't have that collar on, if I'm out here with her, she won't sneak out. And this is because she knows that I don't want her to sneak out of there. So she won't do it because she doesn't want to get in trouble. Right, Luna? But if I'm not looking, if I go in the house and like peek through the window, then she'll say, oh, that was my chance. And this brings me to another point as to why that piece of wood is over there that they're standing on. So see how they're standing right there next to that piece of wood? They actually dug a hole under there, and they would sneak out right there under the fence. So I shoved that in there because I didn't want them to sneak out. So they know how to dig. They figure out how to get out. But you remember how I said my cat would look both ways? Well, if they get out on the road, they don't look both ways. They just run. They just aimlessly run across a road, and then they could get hit by a car. So I have to be careful not to let them get out because we don't want them to get run over. So here's Alpine. Alpine is dirty. You know why he's dirty? Because we went to the lake house and we brought the dogs, but we didn't bring Alpine. Somebody babysat him. But see how he has that black on his head? He got in the fireplace, and I think he was trying to get outside, but he didn't know that, you know, there was no out. I don't know if that's smart or stupid. I mean, there is an out because you can go up and get out, but he couldn't climb all the way. But it was pretty smart to try to do it, but at the same time, it was stupid. But the good thing about cats is they use litter boxes. And this cat, we adopted him, and he had lived outside his entire life. So he actually sometimes digs out in the mulch and goes to the bathroom in there. But, you know, he was able to survive on his own by eating like little animals like chipmunks and bunny rabbits. And so when we lived at our old house where there was more wildlife, he used to do that because we used to try to put him on a diet because he's kind of chunky, and then you know, he didn't want to go on a diet, so instead of going on a diet, he would just go outside and catch little animals and eat them, and then he'd still eat too much anyway, wouldn't you, Alpine? So now we're gonna get Ayla's opinion. Who do you think's smarter, Ayla, dogs or cats? What do you think? She doesn't know. So everybody make a comment and say whether you think dogs or cats are smarter. Do you think that scientific study is correct? Leave your comment. Bye.